For my influence project, I was given the topic of Joe's formula in car sales, which has to do with the chapter of liking. Think about this for a second. Have you ever gone in to buy a car or been with someone who's gone to buy a car and you walk into the dealership and a car salesman greets you and they talk to you for a little bit to figure out what your interests are and the type of car you might want to purchase? You may or may not leave that conversation wanting to purchase a car from that car salesman. However, Joe Girard figured out a formula that resulted in success nearly every time. Joe was able to bond with his customers in a way that made them like him. He bonded with them over their birthdays. He would send them a card or call them. He talked to them about their children and their children's interests and became invested in their lives to the point that the customers really felt that they had to buy a car from Joe because of how good of a salesperson he was. He would make connections in the business world that resulted in bosses sending their customers to purchase cars from Joe. In a span of 15 years from 1963 to 1978, Joe was able to sell over 13,000 cars, which is a Guinness Book of World Records record for the most number of cars sold ever by one salesperson. Compared to the average Joe car salesman, they would only sell 1,800 cars in that same span of 15 years. This is a huge difference, and that's because Joe was able to be the salesman that the customer liked. He was able to get the cars down to the right price, and he was successful because of how well he bonded with the customers and made them like him. This is why Joe is successful with his formula in car sales.